Hopefully I turned the mic on. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Buzz. We have a great show for you today. We're going to be doing things a little bit backwards out of order. We're going to be doing our interview segment first, which is with the speakers from graduation next week, which is really cool. And then after that, we have a morning show, and you're really going to want to stick around for the end for, I am going to say, our best ever Gotta Choose with French Fry, the otter from the Turner Public Library. But first, to get things started, let's do a little bit of Led Zeppelin with Louise Gruber. Welcome to the Morning Buzz. Hope everybody had a really good weekend. And thank you for getting up early on a Monday morning to come on here. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Buzz. Hope everybody had a really good weekend. And thank you for getting up early on a Monday morning to come on here. Appreciate that. How you guys doing today?
Good.
A little tired, didn't get enough sleep last night.
Right.
Pretty early.
It's good to see that Everett and Maddie and I all cycled some laundry through, though. And
Yeah.
we have,
Yeah.
we
And
went back to our go-to interview wardrobes for this.
yeah. Actually, I bought 3 of these shirts, so I can just keep changing out. So what we have here is the speech givers. Speakers. Are you the
There
speakers?
you go.
Speakers.
Speakers.
Number one is the valedictorian. That's Everett, correct?
Yeah.
And do you go? Are you last too? Do you go last?
No,
Yes.
no, couldn't tell you.
Yes, he does.
So then,
That put some pressure
Station
on,
goes
knowing that
first.
you're batting cleanup, Everett.
Oh, I don't know.
Hey, did you ever bat cleanup, maybe in T-ball or farm team or little league or something?
No.
No. All right, here's your chance.
No.
So who gives the first speech?
Stacia.
Stacia, you're gonna get the crowd warmed up.
Yep.
What's the official title of your? I know they rank them 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's your? And they have a name for each one. Like Everett's the valedictorian. What are you, Stacia?
I'm salutatorian.
Salutatorian.
So wait, but you are the salutatorian, but you go first.
Yes.
Yep.
That's how it works.
Is salutatorian number 2?
I'm not sure I'm following the logic of this.
It doesn't make much sense.
It doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
All right, then
Welcome to my life, Davis. I'm having a hard time following your logic for this whole COVID-19 thing, but I've been doing my best. So try to roll with it. All right, bud.
all right. So then wait. So who goes second?
Adri.
And Adri, what's your speech called?
I think it's like the honor essay.
Okay.
And is that number 3 or 4?
3.
You're number 3, and then Maddie, you're number 4, but you go third.
Yes.
And what's that one called?
I have no idea, actually.
Is
All
it
right,
the
Adri, what's yours called again?
Mine?
Adri.
The honor essay.
I want to
Mine's
say
something-
that Maddie
Yeah.
is it the oratory one?
Yeah, I think that's right. Or something like that.
We're
I
very
think that is
prepared.
right. I'll try to do some quick research while Davis asks the next question.
All right. So the next question is, I don't even know if it's a question. I just want to. Have you guys been getting a lot of advice? Have been people giving you advice about what to do for your speeches?
I don't think we need any. I think we're all good.
Not really.
I have confidence.
So I guess I have some advice tips, and maybe all of us can share advice with each other. Like you can give advice to each other, and we can give advice to you. And so my first tip is,
Hold on, Davis. Hold on. Before you go, I just want to chime in here very quickly. You guys were correct on the order. It is Stacia first, and she is the salutatorian at number 2. The honor essay goes second, and that is Adriana, number 3. And then it's the honor oration, which goes third, which is Maddie Springer, number 4. And then the valedictorian, Everett Varney, goes number 1. They also gave me in this list of information your middle names, which they will read at graduation.
Oh,
Our middle names.
Right. So, yeah, you guys have some good middle names. I like them. Everett, is there some meaning to yours? Everett Warren Varney, is that a family?
Yeah, it's my
That might be a family name.
grandfather.
Grandfather?
Yeah.
And Madeline May Springer, is there anything behind that one?
My great grandmother, my grandmother, and my mom and me all have the same middle name.
Oh,
Like all the way down.
that's cool. Keegan Melanson and my father and I all have the same middle name. And then, as you know, because you're in my class, my wife and I have the same middle name but spelled differently.
Yes.
There's the riddle for you, Davis.
wait.
My wife and I have the same middle name, yet it's spelled differently. And she's Michelle Hathaway, and I'm Michael Hathaway, so it's pretty close.
Yeah, so you have almost the same name, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and
Same
then Keegan
initials.
and my dad have it too. So I'll let you chew on that for a minute. Adriana, your middle name is Monique. Is that something from your family or?
That's my grandmother's name.
Awesome. And then Stacia, yours is Corinne. Any special meaning there?
Nope.
No, just sounded cool.
Yep.
I like it. All right, Davis, carry on with your advice for the speakers.
So first advice is you don't want to over practice it because it's going to sound like it is. So it's best to have just let it come to you that day. It'll just let it flow. You don't want to because it's going to sound too memorized. So you just get a loose idea in your head and then just go with it. That's what I'd say.
Just send it.
Yeah.
Just like Davis is teaching.
That's true.
I know. I can't tell you how many times we've been in lunch during 3A and he'll say to me, man, I have no idea what I'm doing in this class coming up. We got to plan this class during lunch.
Hathaway, those are usually my best classes.
I believe it.
It's just, you get that adrenaline flowing. What do you have for tips for them?
Well, I'm not sure that you should just wing it. My tip would be not to listen to Davis's advice for the most part. I did research a few tips today for giving killer speeches. One of them is deliver a performance rather than a speech. So, I think you have to captivate the crowd. Obviously, eye contact is a big part of speeches. So I'm sure you guys will be good there. But I thought one of the interesting.
Wait. You said they're going to be good, but they're going to be way away. People are in cars. How are you making eye contact?
Yeah, I have concerns about this. Can we talk about the concerns after what I have for this?
Yes, we will. But one of the tips is don't hide behind the lectern. So make sure when you're giving the speech, you don't duck down and physically hide behind the podium up there. Make sure that you stay visible.
What if that's part of your performance?
Well,
Like you said to do a performance.
Then it's definitely like a now you see me, now you don't speech. Like
Be part of it.
all right. I would say my biggest thing is going to be a line from Kramer in Seinfeld when he trained the Miss America contestant. He was famous for the line, poise counts. So just remember that poise counts. That's my advice.
I don't even really know what that means. I mean, I know what it means, but what do you want him to do? See, that advice isn't useful. I gave you real world advice. Wing it. That's what I advise for you.
Be prepared and stay poised up there. Even though there's 117 cars in front of you, it'll be fine.
Right. And make eye contact with the cars.
Pretend one of them is Lightning McQueen.
That's actually a good
Zero
idea.
in on that car.
That's a really good idea. Pretend the cars are people and then make eye contact with the cars and then you won't
Yes.
be famous. That's an excellent. It's an excellent idea.
What are you guys' biggest fears about doing the speech?
me, I want to go.
All right, what do you got, Maddie?
People are going to honk instead of clap, and I am concerned about this. I'm going to be in the middle of my speech, and I'm going to say something funny, and somebody's going to honk.
That could happen.
That could happen.
Hey, boys.
Especially now that you've set it on. Now you've kind of actually set people up to do that. So they hadn't already thought of it.
Can I
Way to
just
put
be
the idea in their head.
out the window, don't honk?
Can they honk?
Everett, how about you?
Can they honk when you're done?
Yes, honking when done is fine.
Everett, how about you?
I don't know. Messing up would be pretty bad, I guess.
You know what's great though? It's like a play. Nobody knows what you're gonna say. So
I don't know.
this is real advice. This isn't my winging advice. Nobody knows if you mess something up. because they don't know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
So it's that confidence. You just go with it.
Not the best public speaker, but
I think you'll be all right.
Adri, concerns?
Every time I've practiced it so far, I've stuttered at least like 5 times. So that.
So is your speech done?
For the most part, yeah.
You'll be fine. And you stutter a little bit. It's not a big deal. What happens too is I feel like now I'm actually giving real advice, but which was not my goal, but I didn't really want to be helpful. But you're nervous in the beginning and you might mess up something in the very beginning, but once you start talking, you forget and then it's fine. I think that's usually, Hathaway, you'd agree. If you're nervous before a speech, it's the first 30 seconds or so.
Right. I've never given a speech in front of 110 cars, but I have spoken a few times in front of 100 or so people on a football topic. So that made it a little bit easier because I knew what I was talking about. But I think Davis is right. Once you get going, it's not too bad. It's the initial, the initial part of the presentation that's probably most difficult. How about you, Stacia? What are you worried about?
I'm kind of worried I'll like get something, like get an itchy throat or something when I'm on stage and start coughing on stage, because that would be kind of awkward.
Bring a water bottle.
Yeah, other than that, I'm feeling pretty good.
If you start coughing on stage and we're filming, should we zoom in or like?
Definitely zoom in.
If you guys have any extra theatrical things you want us to be ready for, you can tell the camera we'll be ready to pan for that.
Mic drop. Be ready to like watch it fall down.
Mic drop. I think Everett's the only one that can mic drop. He goes last.
Yeah, Everett, you can mic drop.
it'd be rude if someone else did it, because then they'd have to pick it up.
Yeah. So you
Wait, actually, I believe you each get a different mic.
Oh, that's true.
You really can each mic drop.
We cough on it. Do we get to keep it?
I like how you're thinking. Can we get, now it's up to you how you do this, but I want somewhat of a teaser for people about your speech. Something to look for. What are we like? What can you give us for a teaser? Stacia?
I have a Bob Dylan quote in it, which is exciting. That's my teaser.
Now I'm gonna
Love
be
Bob
like,
Dylan.
that's a good.
Wait,
That's
Stacia, what's your favorite Bob Dylan song?
That might be a giveaway. Don't give it away, Stacia.
I'm not trying to, but what's your favorite one?
Oh,
I have a strong opinion about this. So
I mean, right now it's the cop out. The times are changing. Very relevant and applicable.
that is. I've always been a huge fan of Tangled Up in Blue, one of my favorite Bob Dylan songs, which I also think is kind of appropriate for the time that we're in right now too. So
I saw him in concert. He everything slurs together, but it's awesome because he just sounds like Bob Dylan. He's just like,
yes, I saw him at Bangor Auditorium back in like 97 maybe.
Yeah, were there words or were there just those noises?
No, he was well past his prime, so it was just but it was Bob Dylan, so nobody really cares.
He's timeless. It's fine.
He is.
All right. Well, we are going to be able to play a fun game of guess the Bob Dylan song, so that's a good teaser. Adri, what about you?
I also have a quote, but it is not Bob Dylan.
Right.
Is it a song?
No.
So it's a person.
Mm-hmm.
Is it someone famous?
Yeah.
Davis, you got a lot of riddles to solve between now and graduation.
I do. I got a lot of riddles to work on. All right, that's good. Is it somebody from history class? Is it someone you talk about in history class?
No.
All right.
Gonna make it hard for him.
Matt,
Everett, how about you? Give us a teaser.
Well, I think it's like the typical high school assignment where I haven't typed it yet, so couldn't tell you anything really.
you're gonna wing it. That's what we're talking
I'm gonna wing it.
about.
I don't know. My plan, I guess, is just kind of try to say thank you. That's about it.
Maddie, how about you?
I don't have any quotes in mind.
All right.
Are you gonna try to would you rather make someone laugh or cry in your speech?
I'm gonna do both.
Ooh. Boy, if you can laugh and you can cry in the same speech, that's going to be killer.
Yeah, we got some sad times we're living in right now. So
Best of times is the worst of times. You could also just plagiarize things from other. I mean, basically, when you take a quote, you're just plagiarizing other people. You could give an entire speech of quotes.
So this is great advice from Davis. Wing it and plagiarize it. Those are his two biggest pieces of advice. So try to be original and stay poised. That's what I would say. Be prepared. All right, guys, we're going to finish up with a little game that we call Gotta Choose, and there's only one rule to this game. It's that you have to choose. So I'm going to give you a question. We'll go in the order on my screen, which is Maddie, Everett, Adri, and then Stacia. Okay? First one, what was the harder class for you, biology or chemistry?
chemistry.
Chemistry as well.
Biology.
Chemistry.
You always with the science questions with you.
Which class would you have a harder time with, Davis? Biology or chemistry?
Oh, biology. I can't memorize anything. I'm good at math. Like, I love math. I love chemistry. I think that's cool. Chemistry, physics, but bioanatomy, not good.
Can't do it.
No, I failed an anatomy quiz just this year. I was covering for a class. No, it was a bio quiz. I had to cover for a class, and so they were taking a test. I'm like, well, I could take this test. Didn't go well.
There you go. I actually, little known fact, I have a minor in both biology and physics. So there you go. Second question. Would you rather be on a Zoom or on Google Meets?
Google Meets.
Google Meets.
Google Meets.
Zoom.
Can I ask why on Google Meets? I'm not even judging. I just want to know what's better.
I like that you can see everybody like in a scroll on the side. Like on Zoom, I'm on my phone right now, and I can only
Also, you kind of sound like a robot right now. I think you, Maddie,
Davis is halfway. I have to swipe on Adri.
you insulted Zoom and it immediately slowed your voice down. So.
Yeah.
Here we go. That's why she likes meats. All right, next one. We've all been binging a lot of Netflix. What would you recommend for somebody who hasn't seen either? Ozark or Outer Banks?
Outer Banks.
I don't know either of them, so I'm sorry.
Would you rather travel to the Ozarks in Missouri or the Outer Banks in North Carolina then? That's your backup.
I guess Missouri, I guess.
Ooh. I haven't been to the Ozarks. I have been to the Outer Banks, though. It's nice. Adri, how about you?
I haven't seen either of them, but Outer Banks sounds like it's really good, so that one.
I haven't seen either.
Haven't seen either one either?
Nope.
Oh, man. Well, I've seen Ozark. It was good. I think Outer Banks is next on my list.
Hathaway, you can't just ask questions that only you know the answer to, and then you answer your own question. Like, that's not good. Come on.
All right, that I know. All right, next one. Another TV question. Hopefully you've seen both of these. Seinfeld or Friends?
Friends.
I used to be a big Friends. I don't know, but watching Seinfeld lately, actually.
Nice.
Way to go.
Go with Friends.
Can I say neither?
Rules of the game.
No, you have to choose. You got to pick one. If you were forced to watch one, Stacia, what would it be?
Friends, I guess.
Oh, that's the wrong answer.
I guess it would take a lot of convincing. All right, next one. iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
I have an iPhone, so I guess iPhone.
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 Davis?
Sorry, Davis.
I disagree with everybody about everything here. I guess maybe this is why I didn't get to do a speech at graduation when I was in school. I don't have that kind of mentality, maybe.
Are you an Android guy?
I'm an Android guy.
I am as well. All right, last one, very important one. I think I know the way at least one of you is going on this, but I'll be curious to hear from all of you. TikTok or Snapchat?
TikTok.
Go Snapchat.
Yeah, Snapchat. I don't like TikTok.
TikTok.
Oh, we're 50-50 there. TikTok's like, it was a new craze, but then you get over it.
It still is a craze. What?
It's over
I
it.
can honestly say that I have been on TikTok before, and I've watched some TikToks. I've even watched some done in my classroom in Maddie Springer. But I have never once been on a Snapchat. So
You never Snapchatted?
no idea. Couldn't use it. Never been on the Facebook either.
What about the gram?
Never on the gram. Well, no, I haven't. I've never been on the gram.
Here,
I
I
guess
gotta choose for you. You call it Insta or the gram?
Ooh, good one.
Insta.
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 There you go, David. You're
That's a
outnumbered
little
on that one
concerning.
too.
See, and you
I
know
don't
what?
use either, but
I
I would
didn't
call.
think that question ahead of time either. It was just off the top of my head. Words just come out of my mouth.
There you go.
Well, there you go. Thank you guys for coming on tonight and doing this with us. Cool to have the 4 people that are speaking at graduation on the show. Certainly kudos from all of us at Levitt on the faculty to you guys for the hard work and the efforts that you put in over your 4 years. All 4 of you, amazing students, amazing people. You guys have been awesome for Levitt, and we're certainly excited to see where you guys go from here. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, I agree with those things. You guys are really awesome. Thank you. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Buzz.
Good morning. Today's Memorial Day, right? Is that right? It's a holiday today?
It is a holiday today, actually. It's a
And
holiday.
what holiday is it, Davis? Tell us.
It is Uno de Juno, a holiday
Oh.
that my HBT created, where normally we smash a piñata and we eat ice cream cake with plastic knives only. It's a very special day that we're going to try to get together on Google Hangouts later.
I always feel like piñata smashing is a risky party thing. Like the potential for somebody getting hit with something is good.
Yeah, people usually get hit with something. We also keep the old piñatas. We had a taco piñata one year, and we had a unicorn piñata. We keep.
Nice. Nice. Well, today's show is sponsored by Terry and Maxine's, the outdoor patio that they put together this weekend. Opens tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., located on 32 Auburn Road in Turner, right on Route 4 on your way to Auburn. So stop in and check them out.
I think they do takeout. You can do takeout or order there. And I saw the pictures of that patio this weekend. Looked really cool.
Yeah, looks good. Also, shout out to the Groovers. Little Zeppelin this morning. It feels like a Zeppelin kind of day. The ocean is one of my favorites. So nice work.
We have more Zeppelin coming up. We have more Zeppelin at the end too.
More Zeppelin at the end too, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Like a Zepp set. Remember when they used to have the Zepp set on BLM? Right? I know, Morgan, you don't remember that, but yeah, Zepp set was awesome. JD probably doesn't remember it either. You guys know this radio, right? Like FM radio, WBLM. We've heard of it.
Yeah.
You used to have to actually
I do
tune the dial. Like,
know what BLM is. I just don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know what a Zepp set is? Do you know who Led Zeppelin is?
Yes.
Do you know what a Zeppelin is? Like floating. Do you know what a Zeppelin is?
No, I guess not.
They're like the big floating like balloon things.
Right. Like a blimp.
A blimp?
It is a kind of like a blimp, but it's like a blimp like used for war, wasn't it? Like, isn't a Zeppelin way more military?
Well, what's the famous Zeppelin that blew up?
The Hindenburg?
Yeah, the Hindenburg. Because it wasn't because of war. It was that what was inflated. It was something explosive that it was using.
It was hydrogen.
They were originally filled with hydrogen. When it landed and exploded, they realized, we can't use hydrogen for that anymore. But BLM was called the blimp, and
right.
So the Zepp set was it was like, I don't know, what was it, like 9 p.m. on Sundays or something?
That was the Zepp set. So they are a Zeppelin. You see the blimp symbol because of Led Zeppelin. See,
we're off track already. Shout out to the Groovers. The Zeppelin's awesome. Keep them coming. Love it. I'm gonna listen to Zeppelin all day today. Yeah. So announcement for seniors.
Oh,
please check your email. You have an email there from guidance that you need to respond to ASAP regarding your plans for next year. And for some of you, there's also an email there from me in regards to your plans for next year, a little survey we're doing to try to add a little bit to class night, which we're going to produce for next Friday, June 12th, 7 p.m. It will air on YouTube on your regular Buzz Media dial, and should be pretty fun.
I would like an internet that you tune to the different.
That would be awesome.
Invent that.
Davis, where the weekend here? Where did all the Hornets go?
Oh, so I'm concerned about the Hornets. I've gone from concerned that there were too many Hornets. Now I'm concerned there aren't enough Hornets. My house was surrounded by Hornets, and now there are no Hornets. And I suspect there may be a Wolverine somewhere near my house. That's
Jamie and I might have dropped one off.
yeah. You said you wanted one, so
because literally, guys, there were hundreds of Hornets, and now there are no Hornets. I don't know what's happening.
I know a
I saw
guy.
some dragonflies out yesterday too, so that ought to cut down on the bugs a bit.
Love the dragonflies.
Morgan, how was your weekend?
You know what a weekend is?
Morgan, how was your weekend? Why is she looking at us like that?
My Zoom froze.
Yeah, right.
Response.
It was okay. I didn't do much because I can't do much.
Right.
Clean my
Jamie,
house.
how about you?
Oh, it was all right. I did a little fishing on the river, and I was underneath a tree, and I had a brown-tail moth caterpillar fall on me, and now my arm is about to burst into flames.
The brown-tail moths are the worst, man. We got them at our place too. So I'm going out there with some serious chemicals today to.
I would chalk
Try
that
to
on
get
the
rid of-
trees. Like I'm a big reaction type of guy. So if like I got one brown-tail moth, I'm about ready to set the Nizinsket River on fire. Like it's
Right.
just to get rid of all of those moths. I hate them so much.
They're bad for sure.
Uh,
Yeah. So, but before we get into the rest of the show today, we'd probably be remiss if we didn't. We're not really that type of show. We're not real news. We're more funny news, I would say. But obviously, the events of the weekend, we're pretty serious and pretty thought provoking. And Davis, I think you wanted to chime in a little bit there.
Yeah, so like you said, we're not really going to get way into it here, but as a history person, like, sometimes I think it seems like you think back and you're like, what would life be like if you were alive during, like, the Great Depression or during World War II or during the 60s? Like, we're in those times.
All of them at once.
Yeah, I know. It is kind of everything at once. So I think it's important to just keep yourself informed and get a wide variety of sources of information and stay on top of it. But yeah, we won't get too down into it today, but it is important stuff to pay attention to.
Well, and we've been doing the show to keep it light for everybody and to try to stay connected. And obviously, it's been a long time now. I think we're closing in on 50 days out of school here that we've missed. So, to everybody out there, just hope everybody's doing well. Hope we can continue to bring a little bit of laughter into your homes each week. And I know we're working hard on class night and graduation to make sure that those are as good as they can be. And obviously, the times right now are not ideal in a number of ways, but we're all doing the best we can with it and hope everybody's well. And, really the fabric of humanity is the decisions that we make on a daily basis. So, make good decisions, respect each other. Let's keep moving forward on this thing. So birthdays today, we got, if you got some birthdays, throw them up in the chat because we don't have any Levitt birthdays yet. So let us know, but we do have a couple of famous birthdays. One would be Marilyn Monroe.
I wonder how old Marilyn Monroe would be.
Yeah, I didn't write it down in the notes, so I'm not sure.
Somebody can maybe get on that. You can Google that. I'm going to guess. Wait, let's guess. Don't tell us the answer. Marilyn Monroe. I'd say she'd be 87. I don't know. I'm guessing.
I was going to say I'm going to go with 81.
Morgan?
I was going to go with 80.
And you know who Marilyn Monroe is, right?
I do.
Hold on.
Oh, he's still looking.
Yeah, gotta
On the
get it.
research there.
I gotta do the math. Carry the one. You gotta.
All right, what do we think?
I've got 81.
Ooh,
I had 87.
93.
93.
She's born on 1926.
I was closest.
Cool.
Just, I mean, if we're keeping score, like obviously, I just want you to know.
Price is
No,
right
I
now.
should've
Also, Morgan Freeman, who I believe turns 82 today.
Whoa.
So happy birthday to Morgan Freeman, one of the best actors, really, of this generation, and well, the generation before Morgan and Jamie's. And
Does that mean that you are also 80?
Morgan,
What?
all-time great.
What?
He's an all-time great.
Yeah.
He is an all-time great. Seven, great movie. That was a good one. He did a lot of like crime movies kind of in that time.
What's in the box? I think instead of saying the name for the next one, ready?
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Andy Griffith today.
We got out of
Andy
sync.
Griffith
Was
show.
that what that was?
Yeah.
You didn't even try. Come on,
Yeah,
Jamie.
it was gonna just make it bad. I don't know what to tell you.
It's easy to just criticize from the sidelines.
Yep, you're right. That's what I'm doing.
Filmed or allegedly filmed in the town Mayberry, North Carolina, but Mayberry doesn't actually exist. It's based on a town that's actually called Mount Airy. But apparently that wasn't a cool enough name, so they went with Mayberry instead. So yeah, happy birthday to Andy Griffith. I think rest in peace, because I don't think he's alive anymore. But eventually we'll get some current birthdays that maybe Morgan and Jamie know more about. We've got on this day in 1843, it snowed in Buffalo, in Rochester, New York, and in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh,
So thank God it's not snowing today.
that'd be bad.
Bring
It would
it.
be bad, a little chilly. But
Actually,
1968, Simon and Garfunkel's single "Mrs. Robinson," one of Davis's favorites from The Graduate, hit #1. Was the first rock song to win Grammy for Record of the Year. Wouldn't have guessed that.
cuckoo, cuckoo.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
All I got to say.
When Bo was working at Levitt, I used to have like sayings like that I would use with him, like yippee-ki-yay or cuckoo, cuckoo, whatever. It seemed appropriate. So, and then on this day in sports in 1943, the Pittsburgh Pirates pitcher Rip Sewell patented his famous eephus pitch, which is also known as a blooper ball, but eephus is way cooler. He won 20 games throwing eephuses, like on a regular basis during the game.
I really wish they called them blooper balls instead.
Morgan, do you know what an eephus pitch is?
What?
Do you know what an eephus pitch is?
She coaches
No.
softball. She's got to know. Does anybody throw an eephus in softball where they just like lob it in there instead of like throwing it fast? Like with some air, like a slow pitch softball kind of throw.
It's like this. It goes like really high and then
Yeah,
comes.
it's a change up. I've never called it anything other than a change up.
An eephus is more dramatic than a changeup. A changeup.
Well, then no, I don't think there is one. I also am not the pitching coach,
Oh.
nor was
You
I
coach-
a pitcher in high
Are you
school.
the hitting
I don't know if
coach?
they call that in softball because it is kind of similar to what they do in softball. But in baseball, the eephus pitch is weird.
I saw a video because they were talking about it on SportsCenter or whatever, and they showed a video of El Duque throwing the eephus when he was pitching for the Yankees. So he threw one, and the batter, I want to say it was A-Rod when he was playing for the Rangers. And he looked at El Duque like, are you kidding me? And he's like, throw that again. And he threw him another one. And then A-Rod jacked it like 400 feet into the stands.
I think I remember that.
There's your eephus. Before we get to what's all the buzz, I feel like we had something else to talk about. What were we talking about before when we got into the older versus younger debate in our pre-production meeting today? Felt like we were going to mention something. It was pretty good. We were having some pretty good banter on it. Now I'm so old, I've forgotten what it is, Morgan.
How?
I think about.
It was the whistling and the sayings
Oh,
versus
Right.
guess-
So my point was that Morgan can't whistle. For those of you at home that aren't aware, she can't. But I come from a long line of whistlers. My father was a whistler. His father was a whistler. And his father, my
was a
grandfather,
whistler.
whistler.
And I think it's a lost art. Like my dad, one of the all-time great whistlers.
Right. And my
Uh,
grandfather also had great like little sayings that he would make up, like little rhymes that he would do, or just, you know, when my grandmother would tell him something to do, he'd have like some like under his breath saying for it or whatever. And they were like things that aren't like common cliches or sayings. So, you know, in that generation, they had to entertain themselves. There wasn't.
Kids these days, their Spotify and their memes. Like, make up your own saying. Don't just post somebody else's.
I will say I
It's
hate
so
memes.
unoriginal.
I hate memes. Whistling is whatever. Like, whistle or don't whistle. Like, whistling is cool. I guess it's like an instrument of your mouth. Like a.
I still say Jamie's an old soul just because he hates a lot of things.
Yeah.
I really do. I hate memes. I don't hate Spotify. I actually love Spotify.
Yeah, I don't get the Spotify part of that.
Right.
I
Spotify-
like Spotify too. I'm just saying is it's so easy for you to get other people's music that you don't have to make your own. That's all I'm saying.
You have never. Well, not, I can't say never have made your own music, but
I just did.
Right.
But it's not like people are on Spotify listening to whistling.
that's true.
Hey, Morgan, you'd be proud of me. I put Pandora on my phone this weekend.
Oh, look at you.
Pandora. Yeah. It was great. At first, I thought it was going to be a band, but it turns out it's like this whole music app. It was awesome. You can listen to all my favorite, you know, artists. Plays like it's like the radio.
Oh my God. I think we have to speed up.
All right. You want to play some ukulele first, Davis?
No, not today. I'll bust it out before the end of the season.
All right. What's all the buzz? The senior last day is Wednesday. That's Wednesday of this week, people. You guys are done on June 3rd. And I believe on that day, you need to start dropping some stuff off at school. So more info to come Wednesday morning. And I think you've gotten this info from Principal Shaw already. But your last day is Wednesday, and you need to drop off your laptops, your books, other materials. Math people, get those calculators back to us. We need that stuff. Seniors, physics books, I'm begging you, bring back your physics books. We need them. I know some of you took them without asking. So you have them at home. Bring them in. Check your car, check your bedroom, check under your bed. Get your books in. Underclassmen, your last day is Monday, June 8th. And you can start dropping stuff off on Friday. So Friday and Monday is underclassmen drop off. I think regular school hours 8 to 2. So seniors Wednesday, underclassmen Friday and Monday. And underclassmen, I think you have until Monday, June 8th to get your stuff in, right? That's the official last day of school for underclassmen. Am I right there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So this is the last week, and tie up all the loose ends. And then third on our list says something from the weekend, and I think we already discussed that. So
I like that.
there was a lot of stuff from the weekend, right. So yeah, senior shout-outs. We're
All
gonna
right.
do senior shout-outs next.
We got a bunch of them.
Right. Davis has borrowed Julie Schmidt's laptop for this. We can open up tabs to share them all.
1 million. Oh my god. Oh my god.
There we go. Jessica Dance.
Nice. Congrats to her. She also
Keeping up the flag theme too.
yeah, it's like
Oh,
the
yeah.
flannel, a lot of flannel there. I like that.
I wonder if they took pictures on a Friday.
Because it was Flannel Friday, probably.
Yeah, I wonder.
Matches the headband too. Nice job.
I don't know if I should mention this on the air, but I'm going to anyway. Did we have senior skip day?
I'm thinking about whether or not we should mention that too. But also, like, I don't know if you can really.
Right.
Senior
We'll
skip
say it's
corner and a half.
Thursday.
Yeah. Yes.
Kendra Crosby.
Congrats.
I'll have you know, Morgan, she's in my physics class.
Yes.
I'm sure.
That's Kendra. You got to take care of that. You got a hole in these jeans. I
Fix
don't know
those jeans.
but you don't want to get that. What do you call
Fix
when you mend things? Is there what's
Mend.
the word for? I know.
Ben,
There's
a
another word.
patch.
Yeah, maybe. No, there's
Patch.
another.
Tailored?
Nope.
That would be like maid. I don't know.
I think Taylor was her sister.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh. Congrats to Kendra.
Moving on. Jonathan Wright.
Now wait a minute.
I like how he's standing not at a beach, but in front of a painting
Amazing.
of a beach, but
Right.
his ankles are still in the painted water.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Congrats to Jonathan. Wonder where that beach is. Got some good rocks formation there. I don't know.
Seagulls, handful.
Jonathan Julian.
Oh, also, Jonathan, congratulations. Also, this reminds me of something we didn't mention.
Yeah.
Space-
That was the thing from the weekend, the SpaceX.
SpaceX.
Oh,
Space.
yeah.
He was wearing that shirt this weekend on Saturday.
Right. The most impressive thing of all of that is when they land the rocket back on the thing in the ocean, man. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's what I'm here for. High tech. We're finally
Elon Musk.
something good happened in 2020 right there.
That's true. Jordan Allen.
This is an awesome picture.
Yeah, he's actually going to firefighting school, I believe, as well.
That's awesome.
I think they have a program, might be at USM.
That's really cool. And I'm assuming he's on the Turner.
Yeah, he is. But I think this program, you actually live like in the firehouse.
Oh, that's cool.
I wonder if they give him a Dalmatian. I hope so.
See, I hope there's a lot of ridiculous things like that too. Like when I imagine firefighting school, I imagine like a small craftsman teaching you how to box against the fire. Like I know that that's not true, but it's definitely Mickey from Rocky. Like, Jordan, you got to get back in there.
All I'm thinking of is Backdraft. Is that like?
Yes.
Right. Well, I also was thinking of the Seinfeld episode where Kramer has the better routes around the city, so he drives the
The
fire truck. They like get on the CB and he's like, "Don't worry, Kramer's got the caboose."
Oh,
Caitlin and Air going to Maine Maritime, I believe, international business.
Playing some soccer.
that's awesome. What are these blurry flowers? They almost look like they're part of.
Are they dandelions?
Are they just dandelions? You think? I don't know.
I don't know, but just looking at that picture is making my allergies go crazy.
Right. Is anyone else like really afraid of ticks? That's the one thing. Like when I look at these things and they're in the high grass or in the tree, I'm like,
Right.
here's your last photo before Lyme disease. Congratulations.
Kayla Gannett,
Kind of there.
There it is.
she's in video production class.
Yes.
Thank you, Kayla, for turning in your last assignment. You officially have your credit.
That's awesome. Also, I feel like this is classic in the woods, but there's these. What are these rocks? Right there. Is she like behind a rock fence next to it? I want to know what else is happening in the picture. It leaves me wondering. We'll move on. I guess it's just me.
Kayla LeClaire.
Awesome. Congrats to her.
Yeah.
Looks
Star on the field hockey team this fall. She had a good season.
She's at a perhaps an estuary.
An estuary.
You got definitely near the ocean, but I'm not sure
Right.
where that is. I'd like to know. Morgan, any thoughts?
No.
No.
Jamie, would you say that's an estuary?
I don't know what an estuary is. I
You
think
don't
so. Isn't that an estuary?
I think it is. I think it is.
Could be a marsh. It's not flowing very much.
That's true. It's hard to tell.
Saltwater marsh. I'm going with that. Kayla Ray. Going
Congrats.
with Birch Tree.
I know she's at Bates College, but still Lyme disease. Like,
No, she's good. She's got like the boots on and stuff. She's not getting Lyme disease.
oh yeah, she's got like her
Hand
pants
tucked into the boot. She's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
You got it.
She's well protected, Kayla.
So way to go, tick safety. That's what I'm looking for in these photos. Tick.
And
safety.
that birch. It's a solid birch tree right there.
Kaylee Johnson.
Congrats to her. Nice job, Kaylee. I feel like this is like an action photo, sort of, but maybe it's just the wind. Like, what does this bar go to?
She on a swing?
I don't know. Or near a swing? I don't know what's happening.
Nearest one?
Like, is that like I don't think she's on the swing. I think she's next to it. I don't know. Unconfirmed. Congrats.
Kaylee Martin.
Awesome. Congratulations to Kaylee.
Right. Love Kaylee Martin. She's great.
What is this? Some sort of
I don't know. Maybe a chair.
iron garden decorative thing?
It would look good on a trellis.
That might be a trellis. Might be a trellis. We had a lot of Kayleys in this class. I didn't realize.
Oh, there's
Kaylee Richardson.
Kaylee right at Levitt. Congrats,
Right.
Kaylee. She also recently finished up her current events. So thanks for that, Kaylee.
There you go.
Definitely on the grounds at Levitt here, right?
Yeah, football field in the background there.
Yep. Yep.
Keegan Melanson.
Where's that? You identify the location.
You know, I think his senior pictures may have been taken at Bailey Island.
Oh, that looks like a Bailey. The blue and white paint is very oceany.
Right.
very nautical.
I also feel like Keegan with his hair could fit in a different decade. Like sometimes I think like, what kid, if you just transported him to a different decade, you'd be like, yeah.
Right. I saw him this weekend too. He needs a haircut, man.
Don't cut it, Keegan. Just keep it going.
Kendra Benson. One half of the Benson twins.
Yes, I think
It's
we
like
already
between
have
the birches there. That's nice.
I like that too. It's like the V between the two.
Right.
Quality. Congratulations, Kendra.
Christian Woodhouse.
I had him in the study hall, and that's it. And when I would see his name, I would always read it in my mind as Roundhouse first. And I was like, Christian Roundhouse. And then I watched Roadhouse, and then it became Christian Roadhouse.
Did he appreciate you saying it?
No, I never said it to him. He was very much a like, I'm going to Leposki's like type of kid. Like immediately would come in, like slap me with Leposki's like hall pass and.
Ooh, he went to Leposki's and he actually had a shot pass.
Yeah, well, that's because
I didn't know that happened.
no, it's because Leposki gave him like or shot me the email like if they don't have a pass that's artfully created by me, then it's a forgery. So
Right. Leposki and the shot pass. That's a classic. Kyle Bollier.
That looks like a racing shirt. Is he a racer?
I think he's a big like
Snowmobile guy, I think. Yeah, Kyle's going to Maine Maritime as well.
That's awesome.
I had Kyle this year in physics. Bright kid.
Yeah,
I
really.
also believe that this is at Levitt, right? I think that's the Levitt brick wall.
I think so. Yep.
I think so. Congrats.
Lauren Roy.
Lauren's awesome.
Yeah, Lauren, I think going to UMF for education.
Yep, she'll be a great teacher.
She'll be fantastic.
When she was a freshman, and Morgan, you were in that class. She basically like took over and was like teaching the class. It was great.
Yeah, I had a small study hall. She was in physics with me, but I also had her in a small study hall, and Wyatt was in there. And sometimes Wyatt gets sick of listening to me, so I kind of put Lauren on that, and she helped him with that for a while instead of me. So,
He has
thank you,
just
Lauren.
the right level of patience to non-patience, I think.
Mhm.
Yes.
He has to be a teacher and like help other people.
And like authoritative voice that people
Yes.
listen to.
Oh, yeah.
Right, like she can be very kind and caring 1 second, and then the next minute can tell you why you're going to fail at life if you don't do something. Lily Wallace,
Congrats, Lily.
yeah, that's a fence right there.
Fence. What do you think that fence is keeping back? Like a horse? It's pretty
Yeah,
long.
Whatever it
that's
is.
a horse fence.
Whatever it is, it's free. Like she's definitely holding it open.
That's true. Maybe Lily's running the break for the whatever was in there.
Yeah.
That would be an awesome senior picture. Filming your breakout.
Dude, when I used to take care of Mrs. Hathaway, is my aunt. Her husband Bill is my father's brother, and I used to take care of their racehorses. And one time, one of the racehorses got out of I was feeding them, and I didn't like latch the fence, and he pushed it open with his nose, and then was running back and forth across the road. I don't think I've ever been so scared in my life, like for my own life and for the horse's life. Like, but eventually corralled him back in there. So.
Whoa.
Yeah, corralling a horse, not easy. Logan Gerard.
Logan, great kid. A lot of energy. Got a fence in there again. I've
Yep.
never seen, like, his fence has been a thing for a while, and I just didn't know it. There's so many fences.
I think
We should be mending fences, so. Good scene.
It is true.
Congrats, Logan. Luke Mortensen. Luke played baseball and hockey.
Nice.
I like I want to know what that belt buckle is. Like, what is that belt buckle? He obviously wants you to see it.
Right. It's a good one.
A solid buckle.
If you're out there, Luke, let us know.
I need to know what your buckle is. What is that? It looks like there's something.
I can't zoom. I tried. It didn't work.
Belt buckles are making a comeback, too.
All right. Maddie Lenfest picture is going to reveal itself in a moment.
Oh, at the
There
beach.
she is.
There we go. Maddie Lenfest. At the beach.
Ankles not in the water.
In the sand, though.
Soon to be, because you got to
Jeez,
get that
that's
sand.
sand. Jamie, don't you hate sand?
I hate sand.
She definitely had a lot of sand on herself after this picture, but I think she's
I'm not a big sand guy either. That's why I go socks and sandals. But she clearly was in the water before she took this picture.
Yep.
I took some.
I
ankle-
couldn't take that. That sand on my feet right now would be killing me.
Maddie, I
So if
appreciate
you go in the water,
you, and I appreciate your feelings about sand because I'm a lay in the sand guy too.
Hathaway, do you go in the water with your socks and sandals?
No, I don't.
Okay. I see you draw a line somewhere.
Maddie Springer, who's been on the show a few times. I think
Yep, she's
she
on
makes her third appearance today.
Yeah.
Only
Maddie
Luke-
going to USM for occupational therapy.
I think she's thinking about her speech right now. Be my guess.
Or hoping that a brown tail moth doesn't drop down on her.
Oh, so unsafe. Get out of there.
Luke DeCosta,
Now he's clearly racing right here.
he's at the racetrack, man. I love the hat, too. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's ready.
That's awesome.
That's a great picture.
This is a great picture. Like I can't even make a joke. That makes me so.
Yeah.
Number 26. I assume that's his car.
I would assume so.
Oh, and then that's it. All right.
All right, cool. I believe.
Are we gonna cut the top six? Are we gonna do the
Yeah,
top?
well, instead of the top six today, we have a special guest appearance from somebody we like to call French Fry. Actually, the Turner Public Library likes to call him that. French Fry the Otter is here to do a Gotta Choose with us today for the top six. He's very excited. So I'm going to kind of duck out of the screen here, I believe.
Yeah, let's just get French Fry on. And we will be giving French Fry some choices.
All right, are we ready for this?
I think we are ready.
French Fry, are you ready?
Oh,
French
yeah.
Fry appears ready.
Yeah.
Davis, do you need to hide a camera there?
Do you want me? No, we're good with the camera. I like how badly we're setting this up by us talking to each other. It's all good.
Shouldn't Jamie's camera be off?
Hathaway. Really, right now we can only see French Fry. You can't really tell what's on the camera. So.
All right, are we live? French Fry wants to know if we're live.
Such a badly done segment. All right, who's reading the Gotta Choose? You?
I got it. Yeah, I got it. All right.
Do it. We're done. We're ready.
Number 6, French Fry. For dinner, do you prefer fish or crab?
Well, you got to know that a crab is a really hard thing to catch. Like, fish is typically my routine meal. But if I could get a hold of a nice crab on a Sunday evening with the rest of my otter family, it's hard to beat that. So crab, if I wasn't clear.
All right, good answer. Oh, man. All right. Sorry, something in my throat. Number 5, French Fry. You know you hang out.
I don't quite understand where this is coming from.
All right, number 5, Freddie.
I would just like to answer the question.
I know you spend a lot of time at the library. Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings?
I can't say that I've actually read either of those. I'm more of an autobiography man myself. However, I did read once The Sorcerer's Stone, so I'd have to go Harry Potter.
All right, good choice. I'm more of a Lord of the Rings guy, but maybe I know Shaffelli's happy. He's a Harry Potter guy. So, all right, your name is French Fry. If you're going out for some fast food, do you prefer the McDonald's French fry or the Burger King French fry?
You know, this one's an easy one. It's McDonald's French fries all the way.
All right, dipping them in that ketchup too.
Absolutely.
Going for a swim in the river, you going backstroke or butterfly?
Oh, sometimes. The butterflies for when I want to show off. However, the backstroke is the most effective for me because it's how I eat my clams off my belly.
Perfect. All right, next one we got favorite river, Androscoggin or Kennebec?
Oh my! I live in the Androscoggin as its proximity is the closest to the library. However, I have family in the Kennebec, and it's a very nice. So I'm gonna choose the Androscoggin because you got hometown proud, if you will. But I don't want to disparage the Kennebec as it is a beautiful river.
All right, and last one. I took you for an ice cream I took myself for an ice cream this weekend, but I didn't get you one. You were a little upset. So when we go out for an ice cream today, what are you getting? Are you going with the chocolate vanilla twist or the coffee black raspberry twist?
I'm a bit of a traditionalist, so I'm going to go the black and white twist. I was pretty offended. Who takes a guest to ice cream without offering them some ice cream? However, I'm glad we're making this better, and I will be having the chocolate and vanilla twist.
Thank you, French Fry. Davis, Morgan, any questions you'd like to ask French Fry before we let him go?
French Fry, thank you so much for being on the show. I apologize. I know I tried to really treat you well when you were at my house. You're going to be going to Gentura's house next and then to Morgan's house, so hopefully that'll be better. It's not really a question. I just I appreciate really this week of you being on the show and your focus on reading.
I do thank you. It is an excellent opportunity to highlight the importance of reading. I hope the children out there understand that books are a window into the world that they might not get to experience on a day-to-day. So get out there and read, kids.
All right. Thank you, French Fry.
All right. That was great.
Yeah, I like how I didn't get to ask French Fry a question.
Oh, that's bad. You'll have to be able to get a question to him later in the week then, maybe.
Yeah, no, I got a couple questions for that French Fry.
I mean, you're going to have him at your house coming up here.
That's true.
So,
So we'll have some long discussion talks about.
right. And Davis, I treated him pretty well. Like, I didn't make him sleep on the couch at the end of the bed. I let him actually sleep in the bed. So
that's good. All right, we are going to be super late today because it is almost o'clock. That interview carried us over. We have the speech givers.
The senior speech givers are going to be on for an interview, and then we'll wrap this thing up.
Or are we doing the senior speeches at the beginning of the show? And doing this? Oh, that may be what we're doing.
That may be what we're doing.
That's it. All right.
Well, I'll see you at the wrap up in like a minute then.
All right, sounds good.
Are we live again? That was the best gotta choose that we've had all year. I think somebody said in the chat that French fry might be a relative of foghorn leghorn. which I don't know if that's like biologically possible, but the accent sure sounds the same.
They could have at least been neighbors.
Oh man, that was classic. I could not stop laughing for a little while. Oh
He
man,
did turn southern too. At the beginning, he wasn't really that southern.
I know he went from like Barry White to like Foghorn Leghorn, like somewhere between question 5 and 3.
Sometimes it takes a bit for an interviewee to find their real voice. So.
Oh man, hilarious. Well, let's wrap this thing up. We had no birthdays in the chat, so we have a few that are coming up on the 4th, but we'll do those on Wednesday. I guess just happy birthday again to Morgan Freeman. Thanks for being so great. You sounded a little Morgan Freeman-ish there, or French fry. Sounded a little bit like Morgan Freeman for a bit too. It was like, I don't know if he was doing like impersonations. Is he like the Frank Caliendo of honors? It'll be interesting. I think we're gonna have another Gotta Choose with him on Wednesday, so people have that to look forward to.
Yeah.
Quality entertainment, and yeah, I think that's it. What's that, Davis? No, right off the rails. Outro, Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin, a Zepp set from the Groovers. Hit us up.
Awesome. Thank you.